The Bears never reach the playoffs, so the only game we get to watch them play in January is knocking on doors of quality organizations in an attempt to steal somebody who made those teams good and smart, and how has that worked out for everybody? I'll hang up and listen for Virginia McCaskey's answer. But anyway, as helicopter parents George McCaskey and Ted Phillips chaperone Ryan Pace around the league, it feels like Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels, Vikings offensive coordinator Pat Shurmur and Eagles quarterbacks coach John DeFilippo took big leads in the Bears head coaching race over the wild card weekend, largely by not coaching over wild card weekend. Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy, not so much. If the Bears are able to interview an assistant coach because he couldn't figure out how to get his offense to score in the second half of a playoff game at home, then maybe Nagy isn't the answer. Recency bias can be a bad thing. Same goes for putting too much emphasis on one game. But this was a playoff game at home, people, and this was bad. In a loss to a Tennessee team that planned to fire its coach if the game went the way the Chiefs' 21-3 halftime lead suggested, Nagy's offense failed to run the ball to eat clock and failed to score. I know they lost their tight end, but come on, not so much as a field goal in the third or fourth quarters. Sorry, but I believe the Bears have had enough of play callers who can produce without a professional tight end. Musical interlude, Don't You Forget About Me. Don't you forget about me. How did every Bears player fare this season? And what is their contract status? A position-by-position look at the 2017 roster. Speaking of recency bias, I still have Shurmur in the lead to replace Fox because he doesn't have Tom Brady like McDaniels does and he's calling plays unlike DeFilippo. It also hurts a division rival, which is the only divisional win the Bears could manage. Shurmur's lead on my scorecard comes not just because he turned Case Keenum into some kind of MVP candidate Case Keenum, people, but because of what he does with all the available talent, such as turning a walk-on into a Pro Bowl receiver. Adam Thielen's 1,191 yards nearly matched the combined total of the Bears' top three receivers. Sounds perfect considering the receiver's pace would stick Shurmur with. What I hope Mitch Trubisky learned from Wild Card Weekend, don't grow up to be Blake Bortles or Tyrod Taylor. Jeff Triplett, the referee who oversaw that pathetically officiated Chiefs-Titans playoff game Saturday, retired Sunday. Actually, he retired about 50 bad calls ago, but the NFL didn't notice. Musical interlude, these last few weeks of holding on. The days are dull, the nights are long. Guess it's better to say goodbye to you, goodbye to you. Goodbye to you, goodbye to you. The NHL is considering some changes in its skills competition during All-Star Weekend. I don't have confirmation on the exact changes, but I think the shooting competition will be held outdoors and feature just Blackhawks. Oh, and anybody who watches any part of All-Star Weekend, let me know how it goes.